Hey YouTube, it is Sunday night and we're going to play a little bit of Phantasy Star Online. So let's load up our patcher first. Here we go. And wait for it to load. Perfect. Okay, and let's wait for it to... Great. Give me the sign to insert the GD-ROM, which for anybody that is not familiar, that just means your Dreamcast disc. Okay, and it's going to read the info. So yeah, it is Sunday night, and I was actually pretty excited because I was going to show a new video for a new Dreamcast game to come online. Now, it's not a new game, but it has been a while since it's been live, and that is Alien Front Online. So that went live today, and I heard a couple people had some success getting on. I was just on the forum, and I tried to connect myself just to see what was happening, and I couldn't connect. And it appears as though, according to Dreamcast Talk, that there's some issues right now, which is fine. There's always growing pains whenever these new servers come on board. So maybe another day. Probably by Wednesday on game night, we'll have something figured out. Sorry about that. Still coming off a cold. So in the interim, I figure we'll just try a couple of rounds of PSO. And see what happens. So I think I mentioned before that I got a couple of new pickups recently. And one of them I'm sure people find really, really interesting. And the other, I'm fairly confident I'm going to be divided on responses. That being said, I was really excited about both, and both I think I got a pretty good price on. One in particular, couldn't go wrong. So we'll start with the one that I know that everybody's going to love no matter what, and that is a complete boxed version of Samba de Amigo. Now, for anybody that doesn't know what that game is, it is, I think, the only game on the Dreamcast that uses these proprietary controllers called maraca controllers. So it's a rhythm game, similar to like a Dance Revolution or whatever. Except you follow the rhythm using the maracas. Now, you can play the game with just the regular controller, but it's not nearly as fun, so no point. The game does not go for cheap, particularly complete with the game included. But I did get a really good deal, and I played it. So the way it works is that you plug in this sensor bar to, let's see who's in Altamira. Let's go to Altamira for a bit. You plug in this sensor bar to your Dreamcast, and then into the sensor bar, you affix the sensor bar to a play mat. And then from there, is Arnold D still on? Cool. From there, you plug in your maraca controllers, and basically you just follow whatever's going on the screen, and then you move your maracas accordingly. It's a lot of fun. I was really, really happy with it. Oh, can't join. Game is in progress. Okay, well, let's just send... Who is it anyway? Now that I learned how to do this trick. So chat. Simple mail. Send mail. No, that's not how you do it. Guild card. There we go. Choice search. Any. Arnold. Cool. Let's send him a message. Cool. Let's see if he gets back to me. Yeah, so it is a ton of fun. Just make sure you have a lot of clearance. That's all I'd suggest. I was playing in my basement. My basement has like 7-foot-high ceilings, so it's pretty decent. But even then, I found myself just really getting into the game and kind of beating them up above my head and stuff like that. So, yeah, it's really cool. It goes for, I think, around $200 complete nowadays. but I got it for significantly less than that. And like again, as far as I can tell, it is the only game, playable with the Morocco controllers is Samba de Amigo. So the other thing I got, which I have a feeling I'm going to get some divided opinions about, is something that I think is really cool, and a handful of other people out there think is really cool, but was panned upon its release, despite the fact that there's a lot of hype behind it. And okay, I'll just preface the story. So basically, I was just doing my thrifting, as I do, and I always check the electronics section. And not necessarily just the electronics on the shelf, but where they keep their cords and cables and things like that. And the reason I do that is because you just never know what ends up on the wall. I mean, I got a 3DS in its in an intact what is it called? Their carry case for $9.99. Recently, I just got a regular old Game Boy for like $5. That wasn't a bad deal at all. Oh, I lost all my Masetta. Damn. And did I lose all my weapons? Yes, I lost everything from that session. I was playing a couple days ago, and I timed out because I was looking after baby, and I lost everything. So, time to build up again. So let's just go to the forest for a little bit and get some money. Anyways, yeah, so I always look on the wall because you just never know what you're going to find. I actually found a Bun Enterprises old Nintendo copy kit, which is pretty unique. Probably never use it because every ROM available is online at this point. But despite that, it's really cool to have an official, well, not an official, but an original copy device for Nintendo cards. So I'm browsing around. Oh, cool. 1 second. I'm in PSO right now, just touring the forest. Hit me up when you get in. Cool. Drez is going to come online. So anyways, long story short, we all know how thrifting works. You just never know what you're going to find. You never know what the people that are pricing the stuff are going to put out there and what they're going to price it at. I mean, sometimes I'll go there and I'll see like a PlayStation 2, like a big old chunky run for like $50. And other times, you know, like I said, you'll find a 3DS for like $10. Still a perfectly useful system. I mean, the new 3DS knocks it out of the park, which I also have. But it's still kind of nice to have an original 3DS. I actually prefer the shape of the original 3DS compared to the new 3DS. I think the 3DS XL is just a bit too cumbersome for me, which is why I'm really on the fence about the the Nintendo Switch. But you never know. Okay, after we kill these guys, I'm gonna send some mail back to Arnold. Alright, so back to my story. I'm browsing around, and I see this thing, and I kind of had a hunch on what it was, but I was like, no way. Because I've seen its controller, just a little bit of a hint of what I'm going to talk about. I've seen this controller before, and I was like, oh man, I should probably get the controller, because you just never know, but I didn't have the system. And I'm really trying to resist the urge to buy a lot of crap that I don't necessarily need. So anyways, I pick it up, and I was like, no way, you gotta be kidding me. I look at the price, and I was like, this is ridiculous. So, what was it? Let's just go here to the safe zone. It was this. It is an Ouya. That's right. An Ouya. And the price tag they had on it was, get this, $2.99. I picked it up, and it was kind of rattling around like there's something in there that was broken, and I kind of figured, well, there's obviously something broken inside, but I was like, whatever, for $2.99, I'll just figure it out. So I brought it home, opened it up. There's these like 4 little Allen bolts on the top. It's really easy to take apart. And sure enough, the fan had come loose and come off, and that was what was rattling around. So not the end of the world. But the tricky part with the fan is that it's not just held on by glue or held on by some sort of latch. It's actually soldered on by these 3 solder points. So it wasn't too difficult to reattach, but I could see how some people would look at it and they would be like, ugh, so much for this. So I picked it up, brought it home. Arnold, hey. Picked it up, brought it home, plugged it in, or fixed it first, plugged it in, and it works like a charm. Hooked it up to the internet and registered it under my own name, started my own account, didn't have my credit card. But I was shocked that the servers are still live on this game. It was so, or game rather, this console, it was so panned on its release. Everybody hated it. They thought the controller sucked, which, I've only held one once. I guess it kind of sucks. But, like, everybody hated that system. There were such high hopes for it, and it just bombed. So, anyways, I picked it up and servers were still live, and there was so much cool stuff. Now, the games that you can get for the Ouya that are designed for the Ouya are not that impressive. They're these flash games, and I've heard them compared to cell phone games, which, from what I've seen, isn't too far off the mark. So I didn't get those, but the great thing about the Ouya is that it is a fantastic emulator box. Now, I've made a recall box, which is sort of like what's it called there? A RetroPi, except instead of running the RetroPi through like Raspbian, it just loads directly to recall box. And the interface is very similar to RetroPi, except it has a couple of additional features. It actually has some online leaderboard features, which are kind of cool in the latest version for the Raspberry Pi 3. But I always found that OS to be really unstable. Now, it didn't always crash, but it really struggled sometimes to load properly, and I always found myself sort of fidgeting with it, and every once in a while I'd have to wipe it clean, and it got to be a bit of a pain in the ass. That being said, the interface was really pretty, and you could play tons of different systems on it. If you really wanted to take your time, you could actually load cover art for your games and things like that, which, is great if you've got that kind of time. But if you've got over 1,000 games per system, you're gonna spend a lot of time making it look pretty. And who knows, you could just out of nowhere, your system could crash and not want to load properly, and then you can't access those games again. That's the other thing that kind of sucks, because the games are loaded to, I guess they're encoded somewhere in the actual OS. If your system crashes and no longer loads up, you're kind of screwed. So, again, that's what makes the Ouya so great, is that, for an emulator box anyway, is that it's a game system by design, and you can download the emulators directly from the Ouya store, and they play without a hitch. It's great. I don't have a Ouya controller. It pairs natively with a PS3 controller, which I have plenty of. And I was really impressed. I started playing a couple of Nintendo games. I'm gonna put my Master System collection on there, and I don't think I'll install XBMC or Kodi, I guess is the latest version, only because I was never really impressed with the Kodi system. Unless anybody can give me some pretty cool tips. I mean, I just found that it always, like, all of the links for the film channels and the television channels were just constantly down, and I found myself chasing down links more than I did actually enjoying the software. So, I was playing around with that lately, and I was really happy. And for $2.99, I mean, come on, you can hate the system all you want on principle, but for $2.99, You gotta admit, that's a pretty sweet deal. So it was the 8 gig version, which doesn't sound like a lot, but the good thing is that you can load things directly from the USB. So I guess if you were so inclined, you could have a full-on external hard drive plugged in. Or if you were just wanting to install, like, you probably need an external hard drive if you're going to oh man, this is going to be painful. You probably need an external hard drive if you're going to install a lot of PlayStation 1. Oh, fuck. PlayStation 1 games. But if you're just going to be installing like the Nintendo library or the SNES library or the Master System library, you're talking about like the entire library for Nintendo is about 250 megs, so you don't need a lot of space. But any of those ISOs for disc-based games, I mean, those are gonna take quite a bit of space. So I've been playing around with it. I am very interested in the Scum VM pieces to it. I think that'll be kind of cool. I didn't really have a whole lot of success with Scum VM on Recalbox. But I do have a Bluetooth keyboard, and it would be kind of nice to... let's see if our friend Drez has gone online yet. Oh yeah, Drez is there. Cool. Looks like Arnold left, though. Alright, I'll find Drez. I gotta get my weapon back first. Shit. So yeah, I'm pretty jacked about that. Nice little addition to my console collection, and it's not that large, which is wonderful. Okay, I probably should have went back and got another gun. Maybe what I'll do is I'll teleport. Ah, sweet, Drez is joining the game. Looks like Arnold left. Damn. Cool. Drez, level 54. Alright, that's pretty sweet. It's kind of nice to play with people that are roughly on the same level as you. Okay. We are just going to get our weapon back, and then we are going to... Whoa! And then we're going to... Okay. We're just going to get out of this mess we created, and we're going to go back and find our man Drez. Damn. Okay, let's kill these sons of bitches. Anything in there? No. Are you in Pioneer? These guys gonna pop out of nowhere. No, looks like we're in the clear. Cool. Dynamite. Yeah, so I was pretty disappointed about Alien Front Online not loading properly. Or actually, it loads fine, plays fine offline, but it's supposed to be fantastic online, and I'm really curious about the voice chat. It'd be really cool to live chat with some people. Oh, shit. rid of this guy, and then maybe what we'll do is we'll nail Drez just to see what he's up to. Oh shit, I'm playing with fire here. Oh, there's Drez. Cool. Looks like he's got some sort of spread weapon. Hey, hey. What kind of quest do you want to play? I can't remember if Drez has a keyboard or not. I really need to get like one more ATA point, and then I can start using some of these badass guns I had before. I can't DL quests. Okay, no prob. Want to just tour the forest. Gotcha. No B2. So it appears as though Drez is playing. No, that doesn't make sense. I'm gonna have to. What was he saying? No, he must be playing on version 2. What am I talking about? Actually, this would be a good opportunity to feed my mag. Okay, what does the mag light again? Big fan of antidotes. And I think... Trimate as well. Alright, let's get these guys out of the way and see what Drez has to say. Oh shit, okay. Oh, serial modem. So you are connecting through with your serial port? So the back of the Dreamcast has a serial port. I'm still a little bit confused on how Drez is connected, but maybe Drez can enlighten me a little bit. I know that Drez is a big Quake fan, so maybe that's it. USB to serial. Ah. So I wonder if, because I have one of those little adapters actually, I wonder if Drez is using a ISO on a flash disk. So you are using a, why can't you just use the built-in modem? Oh, maybe they don't have a DreamPi set up. Maybe that's it. Sorry, I'm a bit confused. So, you are using a DreamPi connected to the serial port on your DC? Or are you playing the game ISO through your serial? Okay. So many ways to connect. I get confused. Yeah, I'm curious about what Drez is doing. What I thought Drez might have done is, I've got one of these. I've never actually used it. It's a card reader where you put in an SD card through there, and it connects to the serial port on the back of your Dreamcast. And the idea is that you run Dreamshell through the just drop in the Dreamshell disk, and then it'll read ISOs off of your USB. I should say USB through the serial on your SD card. So I thought it was kind of neat. I think it only cost me $15. I've seen a lot of people do it, but just haven't gotten around to it. I have far too many games, and I'll get most of them that I want eventually. Pi serial USB adapter. Oh, wow. Seems like a busy setup. Send me a pic on the FB on the one of the forums. I'm not sure if Drez is on any of the Facebook forums or just uses Dreamcast Talk. Okay. Very curious about what Drez has done to get connected. It is kind of a bummer if he can't play any download quests. I'm going to have to ask him next round, because he's already at level 54. I find it hard to believe that he's gone to level 54 just by playing the main game over again, because he's really missing out. He must have been able to download a quest at some point. Hey, cool, he's got some healing magic. I'm going to need to boot back to town and unload some supplies because I am full. What do we have here? Star Atomizer. Oh, you grabbed it. I need to TP to Pioneer. Here we go. Kind of bummed out I haven't found any material yet. It would really be nice to get some... Actually, let's see what's going on Dreamcast Talk. It would really be nice to get some, like, attack material, power material. So I think that's what I'm just shy of in order to get my old guns back in order. Okay, sell this, sell this, sell this, sell this. this any good? Nope. 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 Ah, getting in the right direction. General power. Nope. Ooh. Let's take a look at that. This guy can go. Now, it did boost a few stats that might be fun. Let's just go to the Techer here real quick. Get rid of some of this crap. Master Launcher. Oh, that could be fun. No. I think I'll use that instead of the shotgun that I already have. Now, shotguns are really handy for playing quests where your level is outnumbered. So what I mean is, like, I'm at level 58. If I'm playing with the guys that are like level 50 or sorry, level like 150 or whatever, basically I'm not going to get a shot in to get any XP. So you use the shotgun and it comes in really handy. Because then you can tag your enemies and get the XP. So, are you only able to play the main story, or can you play any guild quests at all? Very curious. Okay. Equip. Glorious Shield. Okay, there's that. Boost defense for all classes. No, it looks like the absorb armor is still the better bet. I need to get some new armor. Nope, I want to keep that just for a little while. Okay. Right. Deposit. Okay, cool. I still got a lot of my Meseta left. Let's just put the Master Launcher in there, just to keep it safe. And let's get back to the main game. I've had a lot of people messaging me recently on YouTube, particularly about two things. Connection issues and... oh, shit. I'm stuck. Oh, there we go. Connection issues and also just like general questions about PSO. Cool. Are you thinking about upgrading your setup to play quests? So all I can suggest for anybody that's having issues with connecting to or setting up their DreamPi is that, I've explained it to the best of my ability in the tutorial video I put up. I also want to mention that PC Wizard has a great video as well, and he fills in some of the blanks that I forgot to mention. So if you watch both of our tutorials together, you should be able to connect. Just follow the steps, pay close attention. Mine goes into pretty great detail. But I take it nice and slow, so... Oh yeah. AFO, Alien Front Online. And yeah, you should be able to connect, so just like I said, just take your time when you're doing it. I think the most cumbersome part is building the line voltage inducer. It's not that hard, trust me. I kind of overkilled it a bit with the way I set it up. If you don't feel like doing all the soldering that I was doing, you could use tape. Just be really careful about knocking it, because ultimately the solder is the best bet, because you won't lose the connection. Like, the risk when you are just taping things together is that if you bump it and you haven't connected things properly, you're gonna drop carrier, you're gonna DC, and that's when you run into all sorts of problems. Nothing worse than playing a game and then dropping carrier and losing all of your money, all of your weapons, everything. It's happened to me a couple times in this game. It's really frustrating, but it's also one of those things that, you know, warts and all, gotta love this game. Oh, cool. Drop anything? No, I don't need that crap. What's this? Interesting. I don't think I've seen that before. So yeah, the second question I have is just general questions about PSO. And again, I'm not a pro at this game. I don't know a ton of information above and beyond just like, you know, the general way to play. But if you're using a broadband adapter, like it appears as though Drez is, I can't really help you out because I don't have a broadband adapter myself. The other thing is, I'm not that smart, guys. I've just followed instructions online and kind of figured out how to piece this whole thing together myself. So that said, like, guys, you can do it. You can do it. Trust me. If I can figure this stuff out, you can figure this stuff out. There's no reason that people should be really worried about, you know, making their line voltage inducer and setting up all the software and configuring their Dreamcast. Once you do it once, it takes like, oh geez, the setup doesn't take that long at all. Like maybe start to finish from building a line voltage inducer. It's your first time doing so. It might take you, geez, I don't know, 2 hours to get everything built. So all I can suggest is just follow the steps, take it slow, and you'll be fine. So I guess what happened was I put out this question a while ago, and I was curious about why one of the videos I had posted had received so many hits. I guess YouTube posted it as one of their recommended videos, which is kind of cool. So got a bit of attention. I think I got a couple of new subscribers because of it. So that's always fun. Nice. Yeah, let's go to the warp. Why not? And yeah, I don't know how. Maybe it's because I think I'm one of the few people. I don't know. Actually, maybe the only person on YouTube right now that's doing kind of let's play-ish online Dreamcast gameplay. I know there's lots of people that like to do Dreamcast stuff, like Adam Corl's channel is really cool. He's the one that does what's that channel called? It's why is it slipping my mind? It's a great channel. He seems like a pretty cool dude. Figure It Out Productions, I think it's called. Yeah, Figure It Out. Anyways, does a ton of stuff on Dreamcast. He's been doing it for a while before it really got its second win in the last 3 or 4 years. Gets a ton more hits than I do, but I haven't seen like a lot of gameplay. The other guy that does a little bit of gameplay stuff is this dude. What's it called? I know his name is Steven Robinson. And what is his channel again? It is, I think it's Dreamcast Hub. Yeah, that's right, Dreamcast Hub. Anyways, can't believe all these names are. I'm losing all these names all of a sudden. But anyways, he does some really cool reviews and goes pretty in depth. He did a really good one on Elemental Gimmick Gear, which I would highly suggest you guys check it out. I'll actually put a link in the description if you've made it this far. And yeah, he's like one of the few people that I know that really goes into depth and actually plays these Dreamcast games. I know there's a lot of people out there that like the Dreamcast and appreciate kind of the mystique, the legend behind it. But I don't really know a lot of people that really get into it, like just pick it up and just start playing. I know myself, I really only play a handful of games. I've got about 100 games for the Dreamcast. And I probably only play 5 or 6 right now. And most of those are online. The offline games, I'd really like to play them, but I just simply don't have the time. It's still thinking 99. Cool. Wonder what It's Still Thinking 99 is playing. I'd really like to get into Pierre Solaire. Again, if I'm pronouncing that name wrong, you'll have to forgive me. Oh, are we going to be able to knock him down? Shit. My Canadian French always seems to kind of want to kick in whenever I see that name and I want to enunciate a different way. Okay, sweet. Hit him in the head. Now we're playing on the very hard level, so it's going to be kind of tricky. Oh, did we get him? No. He's going to need to go down at least once more. Elemental Gimmick Gear, yeah, I'd love to play that. Grandia 2, I picked it up, I was playing it, I was so into it. Thing is, I like RPGs, but as most of you know, RPGs eat up a lot of time. And as great as some of these games are, like I've got Skies of Arcadia, I've got Grandia 2, I just wish I had more time. So I just wish I had a little bit more time. It would be so nice to kind of sit down and play some of these games. I think actually the next game I'm really going to sit down and play is maybe even just do like a walkthrough, like a first time walkthrough of Skies of Arcadia. I think most people know that game. It's also available, much like Phantasy Star Online. It's got a port to nice. It's got a port to GameCube. I haven't played the GameCube version. I hear it's very rare, but I never got into GameCube either. So I've only ever played it on Dreamcast, and it's a lot of fun. The cutscenes are pretty amazing. Good stuff. Yeah, you can take the money. I don't care. The cutscenes are pretty amazing. They're not kind of the cutscenes that you would expect. They've got a lot of... they use a lot of different angles. They also use a lot of different animation techniques for the cutscenes. Okay. What do we got here? Anything I can use? Nope. Alright, let's go to the next level. Oh, Pioneer 2, whatever. Let's go back to Pioneer 2. Then we'll go to the ruins. The mine, rather. Dreamcast talk. Let's see what's going on there. Drez. Let's sell some of the stuff. I guess I should probably feed my mag too. He's probably starving. Poor little guy. Give item. And a little bit more dexterity. Alright, let's unload some of this stuff. I want to try AFO again. Is the server up? I heard it was down on DC Talk. I tried to connect, but no dice. So AFO, for all you people that don't know, is Alien Front Online. Dough. Protect barrier. What do I have equipped right now? Yeah, give it a few days to figure out all the bugs. I imagine it will be a game night on Wednesday. Cool. All right, we need to stock up on some supplies. Oh, cool. Why not? Would really be nice to get some star atomizers, but apparently nobody is selling them. All right, let's use this guy. Mono grinder. Cool. Guys, you're also gonna have to forgive me. I keep calling them mono girders. I don't know what it is. Dyslexia? Who knows? But for whatever reason, I pronounce some things not properly. Thankfully, nobody's... Oh, shit, I don't want to go back to the forest. I want to go back to the cave. Fortunately, nobody's called me on it, so I appreciate that. Okay, anybody else? Oh, it's still thinking. Addict. Okay, let's go back to Pioneer. I wonder what It's Still Thinking is actually playing. So I ran into a few issues in Toy Racer, which kind of pissed me off. A lot of frame rate dropping. I don't know what happened. It says online now. Well, I guess we could always try it. All right, well, maybe what we'll do then is let's head back to the lobby. Okay, so Drez is logging off, so maybe what I'll do is say meet him in the lobby, and we'll make a plan. And okay, meet me in the lobby. So I'm gonna meet Drez in the Alien Front online lobby, assuming that I can connect properly, and I think we'll put down PSO for tonight. So if you want to continue viewing my Sunday night session, I'm going to create another video, and that should be me trying to connect, hopefully successfully, on Alien Front Online. So until then, if everybody has a great night, I will see you soon, probably maybe Wednesday. If not, I will catch you on Alien Front Online in the very near future. So until then, take care.